Hello there and welcome to Awesome Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going here. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The shotgun handoff here. It's a fumble. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way.
Oh, what a great job here by this defense, able to come up with a turnover on the first play of the game. Now they put their own offense in a great spot for their first possession.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to find some room. It's Griffin. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. A new set of downs after that completion. And there's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So it's easy to blame the ball carrier. But I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
He hands it off from the gun. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw. It's McNamara. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
The defense is split.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
How about the tall man there getting the first down on 4th down and short? Good job and a good call by the offensive coordinator. Hey, when he's got that kind of length, it's pretty easy for him to find the...
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push and some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Checks this down to the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Man, that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they've got him.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
Coming up, second down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll hand it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's McNamara. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
21, Oregon, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Gain of 9.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Single back, takes the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. So two big plays in the road. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense is still clicking. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Second down after that completion. Looking to throw. It's McNamara. Throws to the tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
They got to be thinking about a touchdown here. I know it's 4th down, but because of the hole that they've dug themselves here in this first half, you got to consider taking a chance here and putting a touchdown up on the board. I think it's worth it.
1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain in that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And now the defense decides to suspend a timeout to regroup a bit.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on first and goal. Now they take a sack here on second down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Scanning the field, it's McNamara. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Running back with the carry. Loses 3. Brings up second down.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
28.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Receiver makes the catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers, not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackle.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
38, Oregon, 28.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That deep shot is caught for a big gain. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's McNamara. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Trying to extend the play. On the run here. Lets it go. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Griffin. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Ducks are in the red zone now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Back to pass. It's McNamara. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Gets into space at the 50. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
2nd down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
To throw, it's McNamara. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Here comes the bunch formation. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
A completion makes it 2nd and medium.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1 possession.
Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks pick up enough for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today. So here we go. Fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And tackled there by the defense. Now they get set to kick it away.
34.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. That pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Handoff running right. He shreds the tackle. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The ball carrier is the runner. He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
They bring him down, but that game moves the ball all the way to the
He's brought down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to pass. It's McNamara. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tight end makes the grab. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. The Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. They call the draw play here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Out of bounds at the 38. And first down.
Offense will set up on first and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll run it with the draw play. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He pulls in the catch. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Interesting scenario here, Chris. Down by 3. A field goal obviously ties it here in the last few seconds. But do they take a chance? Do they potentially throw the ball into the end zone to try to go for the win? I think I'd kick it.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And he drops back in the gun. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away and hope the defense can just hang on for a few more seconds. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. There's contact on the throw. And it falls incomplete, the final play of the game as time runs out. Well, a really entertaining game. Came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hussein. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Passive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. We come out into playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handing off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Looking to pass. It's Hussein. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right here.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Volunteers. He's going to score. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Caught in the flat by the running back. No shot to bring him down. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Handed off for a draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Fighting him off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Hussein. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. He put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
3rd down coming up.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's got it. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Hussein. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
It was a 1st and 10 play. They'll test the right side here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They got some things to work out here. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense is trying to overpower them at the line of scrimmage, and it's not working out. The defense getting lower, winning the leverage battle. It's going to bring up third and goal. You got to think about maybe going through the air here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaks free. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he fires the football to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Jukes to get free. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Dropping back, it's Hussein. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but hey, set up the offense at the 35.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown. Balls. Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. And they hand it off to the back. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. Big game. Spotted down near the 37.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters Try to take some shots off of play action and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on purpose.
Yeah, kind of a bend-but-don't-break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Hussein. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, tie. They jump in front here in the fourth.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Now it's second down here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And that pass falls incomplete. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. First down here for this offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A change of direction. Good enough for first down yardage.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Just keep churning these yards out, playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a two-possession game with a field goal, but keep eating that clock.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Direct snap to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Looking to pass this time. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over first and 10.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time, they went on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And it's complete downfield. Creative running there. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down. Looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
And is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Hussein. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Running back has it on the screen now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wide out. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To throw, it's Hussein. He's looking deep here. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another SEC team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebacker shifting around now. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. To the air. It's Hussein. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking downfield, it's Hussein. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch, and they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. The shotgun running play called. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right, this one caught. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Wade. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Hussein. Pressure is coming. Catch made on the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need...
Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. That sack sets up a second down and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wade. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. It's a run to the left. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Hussein. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Ball carrier tackled there. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw up behind the receiver. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. No huddle now for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes a quick catch. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. Tie. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Wade. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Getting set. Here's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hussein. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he doesn't pick up the first down here, but still does a nice job of buying a little bit of time and then running to be able to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid those big hits.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again. Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Or it's snapped to the back. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he make it to the marker? Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the first down. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. It's Hussein. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Who says you need explosive plays, Kurt? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. First down, looking to throw the football. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Hussein. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Direct snap to the back. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Alabama now operating in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Alabama. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. DB's backing off from the line now. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And they get the completion. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40, past the 20, past the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA.